in primary and secondary school. That's a thing of the past under the ULP. You know, the older ones will tell you, the younger ones, we wish when we were 12 years old and 13 years old, Comrade Ralph and the ULP were in office. Because only 4 out of every 10 12-year-olds were at secondary school. The young ones who come by now and meet it, they take it for granted. Because from 2005 September, we had every single 12-year-old in secondary school. I met a young lady who graduated from Thomas Saunders recently. She started going to community college. I said to her, do you know the history of Thomas Saunders? She said, well, I know we just celebrated 20 years as a school. I said, do you know who started that school, who opened it? Who was there? She said, no. I said, the person who opened Thomas Saunders. The person who headed the government in 2005, which opened it.
Thank you for life, Georgia. Oh, yeah. I feel so happy today. Yeah.
That's not only that one, but 9 of them we opened. 9. And those persons who are older will say to the younger ones, you don't know how fortunate you are. And then, when you finish secondary school, in the old days, before labor, what did you do? Remember, only 4 of you, out of every 10. An even smaller number went to the community college. In the 4 divisions of the community college in 2001, when we arrived in office, there were 400 and something students there. 400 and something. You now have 2,700. More than 6 times. The population remains the same. The population remains the same. I'm talking about the national population. In fact, it is stagnant and declining. You know why it's stagnant and declining? Rabbit can't have children, It's women. And in order to keep the population taking over at the same level as it is, statistically, you need 2.1 children per woman. But the fertility rate now in St. Vincent is like that in America, 1.5, 1.6. So that the children, I'm not blaming women, because here sometimes the man them can't come up to marks. Because this is a societal issue. Well, I want you to make assessments. So we have 6 times the number of persons going to community college. In 2001, you had some 350 persons in prison. But 400 and something at college. We have, the Congress just came to me yesterday. You have 393 persons in prison. Just a little bit more than in 2001. But you have 6 times the numbers go in college. And then, in 2002, I said, with the support of Sir Louis, who was then in the cabinet, and Sir Vincent Beach, Dougie Slater, and so on, we said that by the year 2030, we will have, on an average, 1 university or college graduate per household. They said, you hear the arrogance of Ralph? First of all, he's only going to be there for 1 term. He's a 1-term papa. And then they said his arrogance is even more. How does he know that he would be alive in 2025? In 2030? Well, I am here in the land of the living. And those who are predicting my departure from the earthly city, sorry to say that I have attended the funerals of many of them.
I was born strong. I was made for this. See, I met so many hard times when I thought I couldn't make it.
No. When I said, and when the government said that we are going to do this, 1 university or college graduate per household in the year 2030. Impossible, they say. Not in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Well, now in 2025, I can report for you that we are on target by the year 2030, in fact, not only to meet, but to surpass the target of 1 college or university graduate per household by the year 2030.
But don't you remember? Don't you remember?
If you want to go back to halfway school, go back to the NDP. If you want the money to be taken away in respect of education, go back to the NDP. That's the point. That's the point. And then I'll tell you this. How long have I been talking? Nearly half an hour? This is a Wednesday evening. Everybody here would have been engaged in work today. Whether work in the house, in the farm, or somewhere else. But I notice everybody here tonight, they're listening to me. Everybody is attentive here in retreat. Hello. Everybody. You know why? Because we are a serious people. We're not going to be diverted by any foolishness. We're not going to be diverted by commerce, by pull down. We are not going to be diverted by any of that sort of thing. When we said in 2005 that we are going to build the Argyle International Airport, they said, well, no, this is a crazy man. They say, look, he wants to move And I want the young people to know this. You never know what Argyle look like. Because in 2008, when we started the airport, and in 2005 when I laid out the plans, the person who is now 19 years old was not born when I laid out the plans. I laid out the plans at Methodist Church Hall in 2005. If you're 19, you would have been born in 2006. So you don't know why they say I was a crazy man. Because we had 4 mountains. Well, say 2 mountains and 2 hills. 4 valleys. We had to bring the mountains low. We had to fill the valleys. We had to span a stream and a river. We had to move and cause to be built elsewhere 140 middle and upper middle income houses. We had to move a small hotel and 2 guest houses. We had to move the petroglyphs of our forebears, the Kalinago and the Garifuna. And we had to move a church and a cemetery.
You're simply the best.
We had to do all that before we started anything else. They said that he is so mad. And mad people don't check themselves into the mental hospital. They said publicly that they will make an appointment for me to see Dr. Debnat, who was the chief psychiatrist. But the same people who said that, like Friday, the leader of the opposition, when he's going to his home in Canada, he don't ride boat. He fly out at Argyle International Airport to Toronto on Air Canada, though he tried to stop it. Go ahead, deal with frivolities. Deal with pull down. Deal with bad mind. Let us stick to serious matters for serious people. And when we said we are going to build the bridge over Raboka, you remember the expanse of Raboka? The reason why we had to do it, we had to link the north of the country with the rest. Remember this. Even before the 1813 volcanic eruption, there was a gorge from previous eruptions historically, made worse by the 1813 eruption. British colonialism was here from 1763 to 1979. That is 226 years. And since 1979 to now, to 2001, was 29 years, 21 years. You do the count. So you had about 240 odd years. You had governments. And nobody thought of building a bridge over Raboka. But the Unity Labour Party, under the leadership of Comrade Ralph, built that bridge over Radica, which they said was impossible.
When the days are dreary, when I'm cold.
And when we said we are going to build, the port was the same story. To build the modern medical diagnostic complex in Georgetown. The Sir Vincent Beach Stadium. The facility, the first world facility at Argyle to play test cricket. All of these things. To build, as we are doing now, the acute care hospital at Argyle. Every time we try to do something, the modern day Sanballats and Tobiah of the Ammonites, who fought down the prophet Build and Nehemiah in seeking to rebuild the city walls around Jerusalem, which was broken for 112 years. They conspired against Nehemiah. They mocked him. They got angry with him. And the conspiracy turned even to violence. And when none of that succeeded, they say, you see, he don't want to talk to us. He must come to the plains of Ono and talk to us. Nehemiah said, no, you'll ambush me there. If you want to talk to me, come up where we are building. Come up where we are building. And the city walls of Jerusalem were rebuilt with the people united, the Hebrew people. In the way in which all of these things we have done together, because you have accepted the teaching of the Unity Labour Party, that no one, although we are not superior to anyone, we are not better than anyone, but no one is better than us. And we have a mirror image of ourselves and an assessment of our own abilities and resources, sometimes submerged, sometimes you say it's hidden. But we, the government, pull those resources out and pull those abilities out of you. Sometimes you don't even know as yet that you possess what we are pulling out. And that is a true hallmark of genuine leadership by a political party. And I say to you, my comrades, my brothers and sisters, my fellow citizens, when I say to you that in 15 years' time, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, if you put the ULP back together and in lifting SVG higher, we will build a first world nation of a special type in St. Vincent and the Grenadines by the year 2040. That's why we have a first world airport, a first world port. We're building a first world hospital, first world cricket facilities and athletics facilities. That's why we are building out first world telecommunications. That's why in 2001, half of the people in this country had pit toilets. Now 99% of the people have flush toilet, because in 2001, just over half had water in their homes. You had it by standpipe. And if you don't have water in your home, you can't get flush toilet. You know, I tell you this. Every time we come with something visionary, you always have those steeped in learned helplessness who want to keep us back. The United Nations Development Program has just brought out a report called the Human Development Report. You know, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, there are 4 levels of human development. Low, medium, high, and very high. We are in the top tier of very high. We are ranked number 76 in the world out of 193 countries at the United Nations. In 2001, in the Caribbean, our human development was only above They tell me that I had to go to Fountain. They sent a message. That's fine, I'm going there. So I'm going to finish what I'm saying. I'm going to finish what I'm saying. Let me tell you this. We have moved from being ahead of only 2 countries in the Caribbean in human development when we came to office, Haiti and Guyana. The index now shows that we are above Jamaica. We are above Suriname. We are above Belize. We are above Grenada, Dominica, St. Lucia, and of course we're still above Haiti and Guyana, though Guyana is improving very much because of oil. And we have done all of these things. We haven't sold passports. We haven't gone to the International Monetary Fund. And when you elect the Unity Labour Party, we are going to strengthen further our friendship with Taiwan. The NDP is going to break the relations with Taiwan and establish it with mainland China. The American Secretary of State just commended us in that regard in their public statement on our National Day. And we will not sell our patrimony in the form of our passport and our citizenship. And I tell you this, you put the NDP into office and they change to China and they sell our passports and citizenship to all the assorted vagabonds. I am telling you, you're going to have the difficulty to get visas to go to America, to go to Canada, and the European Union is going to stop you from having the visa waiver to 27 European Union countries, and the United Kingdom is going to do it. Election has consequences. I hear people say that you must give Friday a chance. I say in 2001, the lotto used to bring in revenues of only $10 million. As everything else, we fix it. Lotto brings in now $100 million every year. If you want to take a chance, play Lotto. Play 3D. Play Scratchy. But don't play chance with your country. Don't take this risk. And in this constituency, you have one of the 3 Island scholars, national scholars in Grenville Williams. Everybody knows that nature, and I'm not saying anything bad about nature, except to say, you would not want nature to run a properly stocked Marby shop, much less to be in a government. This man is a son of the soil here. Comes from the bowels of the people, has improved himself. Has been Attorney General, has been working as an advisor to governments across the region and the world. He's offering himself. Together, let us not leave behind an unfinished task. Vote Grenville Williams. Vote the Unity Labour Party. Labour is working for you. Own the future. Good night, and may Almighty God continue to bless us.
If I have wronged my brother, if I have wounded a friend, give me courage, precious Lord, to make amends. And when I've come to change my world and reach glory at last, don't let me leave behind an unfinished task. Lord, here I cry, you've run the race, you have won everything. These words I long to hear the Savior say. And when my life on earth is past, there's just one thing, Lord, I ask. Don't let me leave behind an unfinished task.
Retreat. We call him leave unfinished task. We gotta give him another opportunity to finish that which he has started. And I know that you would listen carefully tonight. But we gotta continue with our meeting. And Mansik is here. Mansik close by. Mansik is here.
Dee dan din dan day. Dee dan din dan day. This election we ain't making true. So make no mistake when you go to vote. NDP say we don't steal election. But I hope they take the licks like king, man and woman. Every day the internet crazy, bad talking sweet SVG. They want to get rid of the ULP to destroy the country. This election, we vote in ULP. 6 in a row. Whip whap. This election, they going crazy. Show me your voting finger. Show them your voting finger. You call me red, rat and labor hog. Every day you need on the comrade. You have no plan, no program, no policy. But you want to run SVG. This election, we beating NDP. 6 in a row. Whip whap. This election, they going crazy. Show me the voting finger. Show them your voting finger. Give me. Dee dan din dan day. Grenville, 6 straight. Vote for Grenville Williams. South Leeward of a good man. And we want him. We want him in Parliament. Baba di da da day. Baba di baba day. I'm fed up. I can't take the pain. It's time to stop and give credit. Because long ago in our society we had a high rate of illiteracy. Now we turn around. We living off the ground. So I take this opportunity to ask my fellow Vinci to applaud the Unity of the Party for a job well done here in SVG. I applaud you, Mr. Prime Minister. I applaud you for this new era. The revolution in education shows you building a new foundation. So let me applaud the ULP for a job well done here in SVG. South Leeward, Grenville all the way. Let's us win with Williams. Hey. Next track. Come on, em. Hey. Papa. You say time for me to go home, lie down and rest my bone. But I already said this whole boss won't leave an unfinished task. After all the good I do for the people, they want me to pack up and go. Sometimes I wonder if they insane or they just love to call up me name. I came here 2001 and inherited a bad hand, and I do everything to make it look nice. Now we're living in paradise, so we should be glad and fly our flag and thank God for what we have. SVG has gone a long way, but some never have nothing good to say. SVG has gone a long way, but some never have nothing good to say. When I started the AIA, they had nothing good to say. In Nelson Mandela Highway, they had nothing good to say. So I asked the Father to guide and protect me along the way. I repair all the police station and give them revolution in education. Some say I will never build a bridge over the dry river. Now Michelle and Jews gone her blessed way. Still they have nothing good to say. So James told me down Granan's Bay, they never have nothing good to say. Mammy, oh, Grenville all the way. We winning at Grenville. South Leeward, time for change. Pam pam pay. I am the man with the plan to develop this island. And when I make a decision, ask me any question. Just how the place looks so damn pretty with the new cargo port in the city. The acute hospital at Anna's Vale, we not putting it for sale. Some say the treasury empty, they can't get the gratuity. And when I travel overseas, it's beg, I just beg for money, but I have to do what I have to do in order for things to happen, so they could say what they want to say. SVG has gone a long way. SVG has gone a long way, but some never have nothing good to say. I move some from town, put them low man's bay. Still they have nothing good to say. Every month they get in full pay, and they have nothing good to say. I ask the Father to guide and protect me along the way. It's I who took you off the blacklist. Now you come and you're talking your foolishness. I build houses all over the country, but you have nothing good to say about me. I'm fixing roads every day, still they have nothing good to say. I did so much in Beckway, still they have nothing good to say. Thank you, Vermont, Winnie Williams, all the way, love you. Pam pam pay, Grenville all the way, ULP all the way, 6th Street, pam pam pay. Pam 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 pay, pam pam ding dang.
Still have to say
say they have nothing good to say. But you here in retreat, you will have something good to say on the 27th of November. It's where you say, it's not what them say. They could stay on social media and cuss and pull down everybody and engage in a set of scurrility. But the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has gone past that. We have gone past that as a people. And we will show them. And the people will make the determination that on the 27th of November, they will hear what the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines have to say. Especially you here in retreat, you here in Vermont. And I issue in my call to you again. Come home. South Leeward, come back home. I have Sir Louis here. Sir Louis have so much roots here. And Sir Louis, am I right? Watch me. That is all your family, you know. That is all your family. Labour!
So don't you ever let me down again. Cause I'm depending on you. So you better come through this time. Please hear my cry. And if I ever let you down, my friend, it was a misunderstanding.
What a pleasure to have Sir Louis here with us. Former representative for the constituency of Central Leeward and also Deputy Prime Minister. And well, I don't know what to call him, but as a son of Vermont, he tells you that here is where he belongs. I'm going to bring to you a young man who is contesting the seat for the constituency of Northern Grenadines. But you originally from Baga, you know. He's your next door neighbor. He's a Baga man. Come call us. We want to do this thing. We have so much of us to talk here tonight.
Remember you can't see wheel. On his wheel.
Retreat. Come on.
Captain.
Setting the sail.
Set the sail.
Sail set. We bringing whale up here too, you know. We hotting up and their heads in back way. Back way creating a storm. Let me hear you. Keep going. Retreat. Vermont. South Leeward. South Leeward, let me hear you say Labour. The folks in Beckwith can't hear you. Labour. Can't sit down. This is your time, South Leeward. You cannot sit down. You can't sit down, man. Time to come home to labor. For too long. You and me. Time to come home, South Leeward. Create the upset in South Leeward. Grenville. Labour need Grenville. You need representation in Parliament. You need proper representation in Parliament. And you know who's going to give you that proper representation? Let me hear you call the man name now. Grenville. Say Grenville. I am very proud to be here tonight. The surnames match. Williams and Williams. I am here to support my family. And you all hear something too? And so Louis gonna tell you that me have roots up here too. Yes, he gonna tell you that. And I am happy that Saul is here tonight to hear me address you on serious issues, about serious things. Because this election is serious, serious, serious business we're addressing. And I see Maxwell Charles in the crowd. That's my family there too, you know. We connecting. Yep. We connecting. South Leeward, Vermont, I bring you greetings from across the seas. I bring you greetings from Northern Grenadines, Beckway and Mustique. You know, the song was sung a while ago by Man Slick. They said nothing now go on, not even in Beckway, not even in Northern Grenadines. And you know who's saying that? A man who is, and I'll leave it there. But you know what? Northern Grenadines is telling you here tonight that we're creating an upset, we're creating a stir all now in Beckway, in Northern Grenadines. Because Labour is working, and Labour is working for all of we, including Beckway and Mustique. Mother Labour. We're working, and I'm proud to be here tonight to stand in solidarity with my brother, my friend, my comrade, and my family, Grenville, and all the others on the platform here tonight. Tonight, I want to have a conversation with you. You have heard the Prime Minister, you have heard Marvin. But I am going to have my own conversation, my personal conversation with you. Because like I said, this election is a serious one, and we cannot make a mistake and having the NDP to return to power here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And you, we stand at the crossroad, and you have that power in your hand to make sure that finally, once and for all, we end the NDP for good. Labour at your door. This is a call to action, and a call for action tonight. It is a call for action, my friend. It is a call for action. You see, they cannot even stay away from us, you know. They love us so much because love is over here. And we welcome you, brother. We welcome you, brother. Our tent is very wide, very big, very large. You know, you say we lose, but them who lose, you know. Them who lose. You know what the songwriter said, the collapse, and say, we can't lose. And we're not going to lose. And you know why we're not going to lose? Because you are going to ensure that that don't happen. You here in Vermont and South Leeward are going to ensure that we finally send, I won't call his name. He will be coming. No, we're sending nature back home to relax itself because he loves to relax, he loves to sleep, and he loves nothingness. And we are coming back home, South Leeward, to Labour. We gotta send them home. Finally, send them home. But let's get down to some serious business. We're going to get down to some serious business. When we talk about labor, we're talking about work. We're talking about vision. We're talking about delivery. Yes? And we're talking about love. Because this is who we are. We are not just a party of people or a group of people who are just brought together socially as a social club. We are a group of persons who follow a vision, and a vision that is led by one man, Ralph Gonsalve. We are not a party of diverse policies. We speak of the same and we speak from the same. And tonight you're going to get and you're going to hear the distinction between Labour and NDP. You're going to hear the distinction between Grenville, the doer, the worker, and a man who idles. And a man who operates and acts like a tourist. A man who have become a reporter. You're going to hear the difference. And you will agree with me at the end of this conversation that it's only one decision, one choice on November 27. You and I, we all are going to make. And that is to put the X next to the star. Put the X here in South Leeward to Grenville Williams. That's what you're going to do.
I wanna be your sole provider. And baby,
when we talk about the distinction, I am referring to that of leadership. And I'm going to talk something very serious because I am originally from Barley. Yes? But I live Beckway. I dwell among the people of Beckway for over 20 plus years. Yes? So, I know the leader on the other side. We ride up and down, on the ferry. We cross each other from time to time. Yeah, he often on the yellow one, it's, but, yeah. And I'll tell you a clear distinction between the two leaders. Our leader, you had an example of him here tonight. Pay attention. Young people, you have a choice to make. You have a choice to make. Our leader, you'll notice he will come and he interacts with everybody. But I want to tell you something about this man, the other man. I have experienced him on many occasions. One, he's always busy. Always busy. Always in a rush. Doing what? Doing nothing. Doing nothing. Yeah? Doing nothing. He is attending to the business of himself and his club of social, lazy. That's what he's about. I have experienced him in Beckway. When you approach him, it's a brush off. It is a fan off. I can't do nothing about that. Even on mainland it is said. Our comrade don't do that, It is the most accessible prime minister in the entire world, Comrade Ralph. That's a distinction. Young people, you have to choose, and you have to choose wisely. Any one of you here listening, you can walk up. You can touch the man. You can converse with the man. And he's never too busy to listen to you. He will always listen to you. And it is also one of the distinctions between Friday and myself in Northern Grenadines. If you go down there, they will tell you that Carlos Williams always and will always have time for the people of Northern Grenadines. And it's time enough. Northern Grenadines, come home. It's time enough. South Leeward, come back to Labour, because Grenville is of the same caliber of Comrade Ralph and myself, Comrade Kissel, and all the others. We have time and quality time for you, the people, but they do not.
I will be there every time you close your eyes.
We promise to be there.
Be there.
And that is not empty promise. That is not empty promise. I can as much say that when the other man come around among you, often it is because of a gossip. It is because of something want. It is because, but you see this man, Sir Louis is also in his blood, you know. And Sir Louis, you know. And South Leeward, I'm going to stop here and say this, that you have to give this, in this election 2025, South Leeward for Sir Louis. Sir Louis have not only toiled for Central Leeward, you know. I know him very personally. He's like a papa to me. I know Louis Jr. is there. But you know what they used to call me, and they still call me, especially if you go Barley? They call me Hilton. That's how close we are. So I know the passion of this man for South Leeward. And if it's one thing, South Leeward, that you owe this man, is to give him and the ULP Grenville in this election, November 27th. I continue with the conversation. This government, this party is one for very clear vision, clear goal. And this government is working for all of us. Look around. Look around you here in Vermont. And I'm certain you can point to something done here by Labour. Something done here under Douglas Slater. Something done here under Grenville Williams' tenure. You can point to something. Bridges, roads, healthcare. Labour delivered. Labour delivered. And Labour is going to continue to deliver. But if you want Labour to deliver more, you know what I want you to do? I want you to send Grenville to the cabinet, to the parliament as your representative. Labour is working for us. Yes. If you look, I don't know how they square it off, but the sandals, Labour deliver that. I'm not going to get in the fight between Grenville and Brewster. You know, but it's Labour who deliver that. And we're proud of Labour, aren't you? You remember what they said about that? And you remember what Leacock said about investment and tourism? Remember these things, young people. They are not a people for progress or for development. We will put a cap. That's what he said. We will put a cap, and let us understand this, that if the NDP is elected in this country, beaches is done. I'm going to tell you what else. You talk about healthcare expensive. It going to become more expensive because they're going to privatize our healthcare. They're going to privatize other essential services here in this country. Do not make a mistake. Do not gamble in this election. Education is done. Taiwan is done. I didn't say so. They said clearly that they will ditch Taiwan for China. You know what happened? What would happen? Your boy who is in Taiwan, he will be stuck somewhere out there in no man's land. Because you know why? Because of their hostile policies as enunciated already to Taiwan. Do you want that to happen? Do you want the YES program, the SET program, the on-site program, and all these other programs to come to a naught, to come to nothing? Vote the party of naught, nothing, and zero, and that is what you will get. Turbo, turbo.
than ever.
Stronger than ever.
We're coming in stronger than ever.
You are an agriculture community as well. Labor delivered, and labor is continuing to deliver, and labor will deliver for you, the people of Vermont, when it comes to agriculture. You can put your pot on fire, as Sabi gon say. Go to the fertilizer place and pick up your fertilizer. But I will wrap because I know Kesal and the others are going to continue the conversation. But I want to tell you this. Finally, that in this election, I am calling on you, the mothers, because labor love women. Labor love mothers. Labor love our girls. We are not going to desecrate you. We're not going to cuss you. We're not going to call you any ill names. I am calling on all of us. Calling on all of us. Let us go out there. Let us mobilize. Let us get the young people registered. The 14 days, the special period commences tomorrow. Get them and register them. And don't leave it there. Bring them out to the polls. Make sure they go and vote. Hold them by left and right and drag them if you have to drag them to the polls. Because we must ensure that labor is returned to government in this country come 2025, November 28th. Your fears. Come to. It is as the song said. I'm going to rock. All I ever ask. That is all I'm asking. Come. One and all. Those listening in the homes. My NDP friends. Come on. All I'm asking of you. Get mobilized. Register. How to vote, me and my neighbor. Take them all. When you go, don't go alone. When you need a friend, when you need to weep, come to the shoulders of labor. When you cannot sleep, it is labor, it is Grenville, it is Kissal, it's Marvin, it's Brewster. When you can't say a word, all I ask, labor love you. Grenville love you. That's all we ask. Comrades, greetings to you. Greetings to you. Do the right thing. On November 27th, only one thing I ask of you, and that is to ensure that you go to the polls and vote overwhelmingly for Grenville Williams, overwhelmingly for Labour. And I ask you one last time to give Labour and to give Sir Louis a 2025 special gift by returning South Leeward and Grenville to Parliament as your area representative. Good night. May God bless you.
Blessings. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Comrade Carlos. I know it's Wednesday night. We got to move with a little haste here, and I want to invite Comrade Sister Kisal Peters from the constituency of West Kingston to address you. Labor, labor, labor.
Comrades of Labor!
Manchester.
We coming for the west. We coming for the south. South Leeward.
West Kingston.
South Leeward. You deserve a brighter day. Comrades of labor, good night. Comrades of South Leeward, I want to hear a special shout from the comrades of South Leeward. Yes, South Leeward is rising, and the Unity Labour Party is alive and well in South Leeward.
Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour.
Let me see the voting finger.
Raise up the voting finger. Show me your voting finger. Raise up the voting. All right. Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour.
Comrades,
Me and my neighbor.
comrades, as I sat there tonight, I'm looking at the composition of the crowd, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I am seeing the men, I am seeing the women, I am seeing the young, I am seeing the young at heart. I see my good friend Martha Grant. Martha, good night. I am so happy to see so many comrades out tonight on a midweek night to listen to the message of labor. And I have a simple message for the comrades of South Leeward. Labor loves you. And because labor loves you, labor is working for you.
Labor at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. Labor at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom.
Comrades, labor is working for you because we have a vision for the future. And we want your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren not yet born to have a future with hope. We want them to have a future where St. Vincent and the Grenadines is a first world country. That is the vision of the Unity Labour Party. And for 15 years, the constituency of South Leeward has been held hostage by a man who is neglectful and a man who underperforms. For 15 years, you have had a representative who gives you the bare minimum. For 15 years, you have a representative who comes to Parliament on average once a month. If so much, and the only thing he could talk about is road. Now, don't get me wrong, roads are very important. But if you know the spirit of your people are more than just roads. The Unity Labour Party for 24 years, almost 25 years, has transformed this country and has taken us to a higher level of human development. And we are not stopping there because we are aiming for first world status. The Unity Labour Party has transformed the landscape of St. Vincent and the Grenadines as it relates to education. And we cannot talk enough about the education revolution. Comrades, I stand here as a child of the education revolution. Minister Brewster, who was my college mate, is a child of the education revolution. We came from humble beginnings, and we are here to serve the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
We don't leave where we come rise. Show me the red. We don't leave where we come rise. Get up on your head. We don't leave where we come
want you to listen to this. I've said a few times, and I will say it again, and I will say it tonight. They are a national disaster pending. And they have demonstrated this by their lack of vision. They are politically blind to the needs of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They are politically blind to the aspirations and the dreams of our young people. They are politically blind for the need to develop this country, to take it into the future. For them, everything is about cost. How much this going cost? We have made proposals in Parliament for various projects for the benefit of people. And we've heard things like, you have champagne taste with Marby budget packet wherever. We have heard them say, Minister Brewster, the dance can't pay for the lights. But we, as a party, the Unity Labour Party, we have delivered for our families. We have delivered for our communities. We have delivered development from show to show across St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
We standing on the rock, 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 on the victory rock, yeah, yeah. We standing on the rock, 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 on
Comrades, one time I was in Parliament, and your representative won't be a representative for too long, because on the 27th of November, you will go to the polls, you will vote for Labour, you will vote for Grenville Williams. I sat in Parliament and I listened to the representative of South Leeward. And as I'm listening to him, I said, but South Leeward deserves better than this. And as I sat there, a young lady messaged me on my phone, another young professional who is a child of the education revolution. And she said, Kisal, oh God, South Leeward deserves better. And you can't get no better than Grenville Williams.
But mine a go kill them slowly. But mine a go kill them only.
Now, let me say this. I was telling Grenville that on my maternal side, I too am a Williams. So, Grenville, we had to do some research. We might be cousins. But Grenville, I have known him for years. And Grenville is my friend. And Grenville always encourages the young people. And I cannot stop telling the story of when I was called to the bar in 2011. I received congratulations and best wishes, but see this man here? He took the time to put pen to paper, pen to postcard, to say, Kisal, congratulations. You have made it far. Children like us have come from humble beginnings, and we have made our families and communities proud. And do your best as an officer of the court of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to bring integrity to the legal profession. And I will never forget that. And Grenville, you don't know this, but on my bookshelf, next to a photo of my portrait when I was called to the bar, is that very postcard that I received from Grenville. It meant that much to me as a child from humble beginnings like Grenville, to be recognized by someone like him and of his stature and his hard-working capabilities. And I know he will deliver for the people of South Leeward.
Strength and hope, strength and hope. You be my strength and hope in times like this.
I know sometimes, because because Grenville sits in Parliament with us as the Attorney General, so he has to be there at the right hand of the Prime Minister. And I know sometimes he's itching to respond to some of the nonsense he's hearing in Parliament from the representative of South Leeward. But Grenville, your time soon come. Time enough. South Leeward, rise up out of your slumber, and on election day, put your eggs by the star and elect Grenville Williams, a man of integrity, a hard-working man, a committed man, and a man who will fight for the people of South Leeward.
Why should I worry? Why should I fear? When me left on me burden in the Father's care.
And young people, I love the fact that I'm seeing a lot of young people. You see, Grenville, you must embrace him more. Lift him up. Encourage him in prayer. Listen to me. And I could tell of my experience because some of my young people from West Kingston are also here. And I appreciate them because once you see me, you see them. You have to embrace your candidate. Encourage your candidate because in the days ahead, he is going to need the encouragement. We all need the encouragement. And I thank you for the prayers that you have sent up to the Almighty God because we are a God-fearing people. And we know that He, our Almighty God, will see us through. South Leeward, before I take my seat, if you don't remember anything else I have said tonight, remember that Grenville Williams will deliver for the people of South Leeward. He will deliver for the people of Retreat, Kettles, Clare Valley, Camden Park, Penistone, all across South Leeward. And he will make his contribution to the state of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Thank you, comrades. And may God continue to bless us. And may God continue to bless the Unity Labour Party. Thank you, comrades.
Upon me, then she's gone.
Yeah. Labour.
And if she truly finds me so worthy,
I know it's something nice. Emma could let you play, but oh gosh. Only here, you hear labor. You hear woman of labor. Eh? You hear woman of labor. All right. I don't want to stick. I bring into you your neighbor. None other than a hard-working minister of government. A man who right next door to your heart. None other than Comrade Orande Brewster. Come on, then.
Oh, Lord.
Comrades of Labor.
But I'm still breathing.
We're still breathing.
I don't know what tomorrow may bring,
But I've got a feeling.
I am alive. There must be a reason.
There must be a reason.
I was given one more chance. My heart still beating.
Sing with me.
Buried alive.
Let me see your flags up here, Richard. South Leeward is Labor.
I don't know what tomorrow may bring, but I got a feeling. Oh, I am alive.
Oh, what's a crowd of people?
I was given one more chance. My heart still beating.
want you in this part.
Only running against the wind. Friends of mine.
Yes.
Pass with time. After living a life of sin.
We never giving up.
Many give up. Many give in.
Hey, it's our determination to win.
I survived the worst of times.
I survived.
I was buried alive.
Ah, live a comrade.
Still breathing.
I can feel you tonight in South Leeward.
What tomorrow may bring, but I got a feeling.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
I am alive. There must be a reason.
Thank you, Eminem. Thank you, Eminem. I know, I want you to stay here all night tonight. But I got a few sixes to hit tonight. I got a few sixes to hit tonight. You want me to hit 6 tonight? They don't like to hear Orlando Brewster talk, you know. Because they know when I talk substance. And I talk reality. And I talk to my people from my heart. But I want to say tonight, South Leeward, I love what I'm seeing here in retreat. And I know that I have comrades here from Central Leeward in the here too.
Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6. This time.
Listen, we have to move, but I want us to listen tonight. You heard an excellent speech by our comrade sister and my sister, who I am very proud of. My schoolmate. But when I hear her talking, I say, oh God, boy, them young people from Leeward, the mad man. But we have to talk some serious things tonight. And I want to start by letting you know, South Leeward, that there is a man here on this stage tonight who came a little late. But he's a man who I have the utmost respect for. And I have to tell him to stand up and wave your hand for your people in South Leeward, because he's no stranger to South Leeward. The Terminator, Sir Louis Shaker, the Terminator. And I have Comrade Maxie in the crowd here as well, who has served before in the capacity of government minister and area representative for Central Leeward. I am elated to be here tonight again in South Leeward. And as I said, I am no stranger to this part of the country. As a matter of fact, just a stone throw right there, I spent many of my childhood days in a shop there that was run by my great aunt called Zita. Many of you know Zita. She used to run the shop right there on the bridge. Zita. Tanti Zita. I know her as. Right here in Vermont, I spent a lot of my time with family. And when I come to South Leeward, I feel like family. But I'm here tonight on a serious assignment. This is no time for us to play games with the future of South Leeward and the future of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In 2001, we had a good representative here in South Leeward in Comrade Dr. Dougie Slater. He held the fort again in 2005. And that was the point in time that South Leeward saw the movement of transformation. Now, we have since 2010 to right now somebody who makes excuses. And as Comrade Sister said, the only thing he talk about when he come to the parliament is, you know it. What he talk about? All they tell me, no me say so. He talk about roads.
But like I said, for you to see the development of this constituency, it is more than roads. Roads are important. Roads are important to any part of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But more so, the uplifting of lives and livelihoods across South Leeward. And how do we uplift lives and livelihood? The first thing you must take into consideration is that you must have at the helm or the captain of the ship must be a serious leader who is known near and far across the world.
We don't leave it, we come right. Show me the red. We don't leave it, we come right.
And I want you, South Leeward, to compare leadership in this country between the Unity Labour Party and the New Democratic Party. On one hand, we have a comrade leader in Ralph Conserve who will go to the highways and byways to look for the necessary help to uplift your constituency and this country, South Leeward. Then on the other hand, you have a man, when we had the Hurricane Beryl, when you're supposed to be a tried and tested leader, the man say, you know what, I've been done plan my holidays, I have no time for this, I gonna pack up and I gonna go Canada on my holidays. That is the kind of leader you want in this country and that you want to help you in South Leeward. Now that is only one aspect of leadership in this country. There's a leader of the New Democratic Party that every single progressive policy, program, and project that this Unity Labour Party government brings to the parliament and to you, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because he named opposition leader, the man say he opposing. Let's take, for example, the Argyle International Airport. A project that has transformed the landscape of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Well, Sandals is between Central and South Leeward. You could put it how you want it. But I could give it to Comrade Grenville because I get in the beaches just now. It's in South Leeward. And I okay. Because we have brotherly and sisterly love in the Unity Labour Party. We are not a party of division and opposition and we cuss one another inside and then hide we face and think people on the outside don't know. That is not how we operate. But I want to tell you this. When we started the Argyle International Airport, they opposed. In 2017, coming down to the completion date, a magnificent project that will uplift the lives and the livelihoods here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The opposition leader wrote a letter to the Eastern Caribbean Civil Aviation Authority and tell them, don't open the airport, don't make no plane landing, because they only want to use it for political purposes. All you could ever see such a man in all your life?
Oh, your bad mind, sir. Glasses, boy, oh, your bad mind, sir.
Now, we're moving from leader. Let's talk about candidate. Candidate for candidate in South Leeward. And I will give you examples as to why you deserve better representation in the Parliament of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because I don't just come and talk. I talk and I give you the facts. And I give you the meaning behind the facts. Let's take, for example, just recently, this government went to the Parliament of St. Vincent for $41 million to help you in South Leeward and across St. Vincent and the Grenadines to continue the repair program of the Hurricane Beryl. You know, by half day, the man who's supposed to represent you, I don't even think he stayed around for the vote. But they all had a plan. They said no to you. But what I really thought about at that point in time was somewhere up here in South Leeward and in retreat. We were doing a roof that a little girl is depending on us to complete, and the opposition leader and the rest of them said no to that. I want you to think about it. They say that they love you, but when you love someone, you show them from your heart that you're going to take care of them. When man and woman love one another, they take care of one another. Isn't that so? But I will tell you this. Just like how they lazy when they come to do their work. The 1 day a month, they can't stay there for whole day. If we say we're going into the morning, about 12 a.m. or 1 a.m., they start to grumble. Say we have to go home, we want dodo, we want sleep. Them not serious about governing this country.
Them fake. Watch out the haters I fight them, no want your rice, cause them fake. See them a bend up.
They are not ready yet to take St. Vincent and the Grenadines to the next level. Listen, politics and governance in this country is serious business for serious people. And there is one such individual that I happen to know that is serious about people and uplifting lives of people and serious about his work, and that is Comrade Grenville Williams. And I will give you a case in point. When we had the eruption of La Soufrière, Grenville Williams was overseas on duties. And nobody had to call Grenville and tell him to come do this or tell him to come do that. Grenville took it upon himself and said that he wants to come home to help his people, and especially the people of South Leeward.
Nothing can divide us. Nothing separate us. Nothing can divide us.
This man stayed days and nights at the Camden Park Community Center, delivering food, packing food when persons were in a state of need here after the eruption of La Soufrière. Where was your representative at the time? Remember he said they like go home early, go do. So I didn't know if he been gone home, go do.
We burn a fire, we got Babylon and the free talk could never get me down. And though they tried to use me and abuse me.
But I would go forward and tell you this. Fast forward now to Hurricane Beryl. Well, I say, well, the man had a chance. He messed up the first chance with the volcano. So he get a second chance now. So Beryl comes around. Now, this man who says he's the representative for South Leeward, when you lost your roofs, and many of you had your life displaced and were scattered across St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I thought that this man will come to the Ministry of Housing and say, well, Minister, I want help for Tom or for Joan up in Retreat or for Mary down in Camden Park. The man never do that. Let me tell you what he did. The man came to the office of the Ministry of Housing and said to us that he wants material to fix his office. That is to tell you, when you were without roof, the man wanted his office fixed. But it didn't stop there, you know. How he was so ashamed of what he did. He moved like a Nicodemus. He comes secretly in the night. So I hear that he chopped the materials by a neighbor. And then somewhere in the dark of the night, he had a couple of people try to move them into his office space while you were displaced and suffering. You should know at this point in time, the people who are serious about helping you, your family, your children, and your grandchildren. Grenville Williams never asked for one piece of material to repair whether his office was damaged or not. He came to me and he said to me, Minister, how can I help? Can I get teams within the area so we can start the process of rebuilding? That is a man with a loving heart.
It's growing.
say to you, comrades and friends of labor, don't listen to them with their nonsense and their propaganda and their comments. You must trust what you're seeing. Last year we had Hurricane Beryl. We had over 6,000 homes that were damaged across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This government worked tirelessly to the point now where we are over 5,000 and we're moving swiftly along. And we came to you and we were honest with you and we said to you, we know that we're not going to finish all of these repairs before elections. But you know that this government has delivered for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines when it comes to housing in this country. There was never a Peter's Hope low-income housing scheme. It was done by this government. Right here in Hope, you have low-income homes. Right on the bridge there, in Hope, you have low-income homes by this government, Unity Labour Party government. There are some in the NDP that says to us, why are we building homes for people? Because we want to keep them dependent on us. I will tell you this, the good Bible says, those who give to the poor, they lend to the Lord. So when you see we do our work on this Unity Labour Party team, remember, we are doing it from our heart, a heart of love and a heart of care for you, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Protect me from all of them, why you think me build more now, so me no need nobody hard again. All people when me call me friend, them office and God. Father, please, if me ever fall, me I beg you.
Let me tell you something again about when you are making your choice on election day. In order for you to know who to choose, you must know the party that has a vision for this country. When this party came into power in 2001, many of the homes, you had to go to river to get your bath. Many of the homes, you had the pit toilet on the outside. And let me tell you what the new Democratic Party did. When they realized that they were going to be kicked out of office in 2001, the best program they could have come up with was a program to dig pit toilet, to dig latrine for people across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I would tell you this, immediately when this Unity Labour Party came into government, we know that we had to help to uplift our people and their dignity. And we immediately implemented a Lives to Live program that has helped many across St. Vincent and the Grenadines to have proper washroom facility. Don't mind them with their lies and their propaganda. And I realize now the new trend is, if you go online and you say labor, they cuss you, you tell you you're hungry and how you're this and how you're that. But I want to tell them this. We are not going to go into the gutters with the NDP. We are above that. Our mandate and our vision for this country is as clear as day. We are working to lift St. Vincent and the Grenadines higher and for the young children to own their future in the next few years.
Real friends, raise a bottle, raise a glass and tell them.
When I came into politics, I didn't come into politics to fill my pockets. And I say this over and over. I'm not working for any praise of any man on this earth. I'm working so when the good Almighty call me home, he says, well done, thou good and faithful servant. When I see the children from the poor and the working class going out into the workplace, going off to study, I have to defend that. When I know poor people pick me has the same opportunity like the rich people pick me, I have to defend that.
My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. Tell you my dream is to live my dream.
When I see poor people getting their lives uplifted by building homes, I have to defend that. But I want them to defend their track record. They can't defend Utley Hall. They can't defend the Diamond Dairy. They haven't changed their name. They are still the New Democratic Party. Defend your policies and your project while we defend ours.
Why make you stay so? You're too bad mind. My youth, you're too bad mind.
This government has had a stellar record in terms of delivery, whether it's in housing, in education, in agriculture, in tourism. Don't forget, there are many of you who are from this area in South Leeward that works at the Sandals Resort. I remember in a community consultation, the hangers-on and the higher-ups of the NDP, they came to mash it up. And what that said to me was that they don't want poor people pick me to elevate in this country. When I tell you they're a party for themselves and about themselves, they have no care and no love for the poor and the working class in this country.
Goodbye to me, haters. Soon, my friends.
I tell you this, the comrade has said that November 27th is the day. And I want you to listen to me carefully. November 27th is going to decide whether or not your children will continue to get scholarships across St. Vincent and the Grenadines and to move to the next level. November 27 will determine whether or not we continue to build the housing and continue the repairs from Beryl. November 27th will decide whether in the next 15 years St. Vincent and the Grenadines will be moved to a first world nation status. I want to close by telling you this. Forget about them with their curse. Forget about them with their cussing. When you say labor, let it cost more. When you say 6, they go cost even more. And when you say 6 in a row, they go cost even more.
Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks.
But I want to tell you this, finally, that you have to stay with labor. You have to stay with labor so we can continue the progress in this country. You have to stay with labor so we can continue the transformation that we have started in this country. You have to stay with labor for your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren's future. And one of the ways you're going to stay with labor. Come, Grenville. You see this man here? South Leeward. Put this man with the rest of the Leeward. We have Central Leeward. We have North Leeward. But this time, I want South Leeward. We want Grenville Williams to give you proper representation. Comrades, this is a good man. Support him. Vote for him. Love you and God bless you. Have a good night.
Stay with me, stay with me.
Why am I so emotional? No, it's not a good look, gain some self-control. And deep down I know this never works. But you can lay with me so it doesn't hurt.
So won't you
stay
with labor? South Leeward, stay with labor.
Love, it's clear to see. Darling, stay with me.
Boy, anyhow, I know you understand that we gotta move on. Because again ready to bring Grenville. Again, ready to bring the man who will represent this constituency with a certain level of pride, dignity, and heartfelt passion. But they tell me that they have a little thing to come on stage before I bring Grenville. They have a drummer. They have an artist. South Leeward? South Leeward, where are they? Where are they? They say Grenville don't know nothing about it. Grenville, like you know. They say Grenville don't know nothing about it. Where the drummer? Where the drummer and where the artist? Bling.
Comrade, you know them only win for a Friday. Splendid. Comrade, comrade, comrade.
Yeah.
Comrade.
So, Leeward, let me hear you.
Comrade, comrade. You know them. Comrade.
Yeah. Well, them say labor not help nobody. But hey, you can't help who now help themselves. Yeah.
Labor. Here now. Wow, kill a bit. Yeah. From any voice, you don't know a team Splendid. You don't know one Cummix to represent for Splendid boys, you know, man. Yeah. I want South Leeward. Yo, Grenville, big up yourself. Yo, DJ, run thing.
Here you go.
Comrade.
Voters. Team Splendid.
You know.
But today's a Friday.
Grenville, rep South Leeward.
Watch them.
Be ready, young here. You know. We come in in we red Grenville. Tell them you come in and you come in with a pledge. Them try fi fight we down but them fi know we back Brad. If them try run up well a 6 we a give them. A 6 we a give them. Me say a 6 we a give them. Yo I want South Leeward and I want. Hold on.
Yo, Grenville. Be red.
Be red young here.
Be red young here.
We come in
we red
Grenville. Tell them you come in and you come in with a pledge. Them try fi fight we down but they fi know we back Brad. If them try run up well a 6 we a give them. A 6 we a give them. Me say a 6 we a give them. A 6 we a give them. Me say a 6 we a give them. A 6 we a give them. Me say a 6 we a give them. A 6 we. Everybody wave a red flag. And I say wave a red flag. Pull out a red flag and put it. Yo DJ pull up. Yeah.
Comrade.
Voters.
Team Splendid. But today's a Friday.
Grenville, rep South Leeward.
Yeah.
Be red young here. Grenville, tell them we come in in we red. Grenville, tell them you come in and you come in with a pledge. Them try fi fight we down but them fi know we back Brad. Give them a 6 Grenville.
A 6 we a give them.
A 6 we a give them. Me say a 6 we a give them. A 6 we a give them. Me say a 6 we a give them. A 6 we a give them. Me say a 6 we a give them. A 6 we a give them. Everybody wave a red flag.
And I say wave
your red flag. Put out the red flag and put it in the air. And I say wave your red flag. We voting for we problem disappear. And I say wave your red flag. Put out the red flag and put it in the air. And I say wave. I want here now. Here now. We ready for any NDP.
Anybody me see with yellow dead to me in me red. Headache that a hot up them head.
We I want to show them the star instead. Pull up. You don't know one South Leeward them now. Grenville, big up yourself. Run to the DJ.
Man.
Voters.
South Leeward, let me hear you say.
Yeah.
Me not tell you if you say it. We ready for any NDP. Anybody me see with yellow dead to me in me red. Headache that a hot up them head. We now want to kiss you them the star instead. We ready for any NDP. Anybody me see with yellow dead to me in me red. Headache that a hot up them head. We now want to keep them the star instead.
Wave a red flag.
Say wave your red flag. Put up the red flag and put it in the air.
And I say wave your red flag. We voting for the problem disappear. And I say wave your red flag. Pull out the red flag and put it in here. And I say wave your red flag. We voting for the problem disappear. Yo, 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 yo. You don't know love and love alone in the area, no man. No man.
So Leeward, let me hear say Williams.
One South Leeward.
Jacka DJ, give them the next one.
Next one day.
Crackers, 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 crackers. Baby, where you are?
Baby, where you are?
Baby, where you are?
Baby, where you are? Baby, where you are? Baby, where you are? Baby, where you are? Baby, where you are? South Leeward, where you are? I want when me say South Leeward, where you are? I want to hear everybody say Grenville. South Leeward, where you are? Hold on, kill the beat. Hold on. Yeah, South Leeward, where you are? South Leeward, where you are? South Leeward, where you are? Run thing round, man. Gosh, them like they're not going to crackers watch. Alright. Yo, Denise. You don't know anything going on, man. A 6 in a row, no, man.
6 in a row. 6 in a row.
Hey, yo.
6 in a row.
Big up,
6 in a row now.
6 in a row.
Now.
6 in a row. Labor live on and on. Labor live on and on. Labor live on and on. I just 6 in a row now. Labor live on and on. Labor live on and on. Labor live on and on. I just 6 in a. We come as if it's here, we not come as if we go. We come as if we win 6 term in a row. Everything we achieve, every term it a show. Everybody don't know. Let me tell you, Ralphie. Me really love for you do for me country. The whole world and everybody don't see. If you put in the work, nothing you not come free. Nothing you not come free. But now you miss labor. Me deal with love and look out for me neighbor. Enough of them attack and you know them a traitor. Do this for me yard, me not do this for favor. Do this for me country, cause me love the place, yeah. Do it for the new generation. We not deal with segregation. Go and get your education. Bring inspiration, uplifting. Labor live on and on. Labor live on and on. Hey yo, Grenville, brother, South Leeward, we have to give Mr. Williams a chance. We need proper representation in Parliament. Hey, labor live on and on. Labor live on and on. Labor live on and on. I just 6 in a row now. 6 in a row now. 6 in a row now. 6 in a. Hey. One thing me can tell you for certain. Grenville Williams me supporting. Put your X by the star when you're voting. My youth when me talk and a joking. When it come to academics we lack that. Any sports athletics we lack that. Agriculture tourism we lack that. Why we a play chess? When they hear me say labor, me deal with love and look out for me neighbor. Enough for them attack and they know them a traitor. Do this for me yard, me not do this for favor. Do this for me country, cause me love the place, yeah. Me do it for the new generation. We not deal with segregation. Go and get your education, bring inspiration, uplift the nation. Labor live on and on. 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 6 in a row. Oh, hey, I'm voting for Labour. Oh my God. Hey yo, hey, I'm voting for ULP. Everybody just help we. Stand firm for the 6th term. Drive them in the ground like a big worm. Yeah, yeah, ULP. Everybody just help we. Stand firm
for the sixth term, drive them in the aye. I'm voting education revolution. To poverty, not a the better solution. Me want every granny papi, every little youth man talk about. Aye. Oh yeah, what them really a deal with? We get the belt and we now make nobody steal it. Me telling the shit, it's not a secret. You fi know say ya. Labour we a vote for. I'm a proud supporter. Secure your country few. Think, yo. Labour we a vote for. Hey, Mr. Williams. Love and respect all the time, bro. Big up.
Revolution, yo. Yes, we got put the mic in over. Comrades of South Leeward. With the people with the mic. I want Grenville is a tall man, you know. I want this mic adjusted. Watch me, gauge me, and gauge Grenville. People of Retreat. People of South Leeward. Today, well, some people go say it's tonight, but it's still today for me. We give you a man who will make a difference in the community of Retreat and in the constituency of South Leeward. Whether it be Retreat, whether it be Willan, whether it's Clare Valley, whether it's Chauncey, whether it's Kittels, whether it's Camden Park. I hear you. You're happening. Come on, Louis. South Leeward dear to my heart, you know. Many may not know. They feel that I'm only from the Grenadines. But I used to live in Chauncey for a couple of years, you know. I used to live in Bamboo Gutter. I used to live in Bamboo Gutter. South Leeward is dear to my heart. Comrades, love you, welcome. Comrade Grenville Williams, your candidate.
Voting for
Labour.
Voting for Labour. Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger. Show me your voting finger. Raise up the voting. Alright, me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Somebody say, "Way we voting the comrade back." Yeah, we voting the comrade back. That's why me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. And them asking, show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger. Show me your voting finger. Raise up the voting. Alright, me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Somebody say, "Way we voting the comrade."
South Leeward, good night. Me and my neighbor, we voting. Let me hear you say, Labour.
For Labour. Somebody say, me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour.
For this election in 2025, we are turning the whole of South Leeward red.
Hit them for 6. Hit Hit them for 6. This time is plenty licks. Hit them for 6. Hit them for 6.
Everybody, every voter need to come out on the 27th of November. The comrade has done his part. He has given us the signal. And now, comrades, we need to work together. We need to make the right decision. And the right decision for South Leeward in 2025 is Labour.
We not leave we comrades. Show me the red. We not leave we comrades. Swing it up on your head. We not leave we comrades. Show me the red. We not leave we comrades.
Comrades, you have a choice to make on the 27th of November. Comrades, it's important that we are out here tonight. But it is more important that all of us show up early on the 27th and make sure we place our X next to the star. Make sure you place your X for Comrade Grenville Williams. Make sure you place your X for the Unity Labour Party. Because when you place your X for the Unity Labour Party, you are placing that X for yourself.
Comrade, oh, you have them. Oh, you have right them. Up in there. Comrade, straight 6.
Comrades, before I go on, I mean, he's been acknowledged several times. But again, I want Comrade Louis Straker to come forward. Comrade Louis, come forward.
If you're hype and you're ready to vote, Labour. If you're hype and you're ready to vote, we giving them licks. Licks with 6. Yeah. Licks with 6. Yeah. Licks with 6. Political licks. Licks with 6. Yeah. Licks with 6. Yeah. Licks with 6. Boy, comrade, we need them for 6.
Comrade Louis has served us very well. Has served St. Vincent and the Grenadines very well. Has served Central Leeward well. And Comrade Louis, I believe, is the man who say, stand up and take your licks like a big man. And in 2025, that is what we want to say to the guy on the other side. Yeah. Stand up and take your licks from Labour like a big man. Comrades, I give thanks to the Almighty for this opportunity to stand before you and offer myself to be a humble servant, to be a representative for all of the people of South Leeward. Comrades, I have not just arrived on the scene, but for the last 20 years, I have been working on behalf of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the people of the region. I have served in various capacities. I have served in an institution that was responsible for national security in this country. I then went to Barbados and served in a regional national security institution for a period of 6 years. And comrades, 3 years ago, I came back here to serve as the Attorney General of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and your Attorney General.
Them can't beat Labour, never. Labour in my veins and my liver. Them can't beat Labour, never.
Comrades, I have protected this country. I have protected this community. I have protected this region in the various communities. And I wish to continue to serve you, the people of South Leeward, to serve the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Comrades, I am from among you. I wasn't born with a gold spoon. I was born in the small village of Lower Kittels to parents of humble beginning, comrades. I worked hard in the primary school. I worked hard in secondary school. And in the time when there were only 4 island scholarships, I worked hard and I obtained one of those scholarships. And that opportunity provides me the opportunity further to serve you and to stand before you here today.
Put up your red rag. Hey, hey, lift SH higher. Bambadi, bambadi.
And comrades, if for no other reason I support the policies, I support the programs, I support the Unity Labour Party, it is because of the education revolution. The education revolution provides an opportunity for all our young people to transform their lives, to transform the lives of their families, to transform St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And comrades, let me tell you something about the political leader of the Unity Labour Party. The political leader, Ralph Gonsalves, the Honorable, he does not ask as a student if you are no party. He does not ask if you are NDP. He does not ask if you are ULP. He simply asks, have you been disciplined and hardworking? And did you get the requisite qualifications to go to university? And once you satisfy that requirement, comrades, our leader says, I am going to help you to soar to higher heights. I am going to help you to maximize your potential. I am going to help you to transform your life, transform the life of your family, and transform the St. Vincent and the Grenadines for all of us.
The revolution in education shows us you building a new foundation. So let me applaud the ULP for a job well done here in this country.
Comrades, a little bit later, I am going to deal with the candidate on the other side, the representative on the other side, who's been here for 15 years. Comrades, I don't think any of us could point to a difference that has been made in South Leeward by him in the last 15 years. And I will come back to that. I will also deal with the leader of the NDP and the fact that they cannot, after 24 years, put forward a comprehensive plan to take St. Vincent and the Grenadines forward. I will come back to that. But comrades, I want you to listen carefully, because you're going to ask, why am I offering myself? Because just like the leader of the Unity Labour Party, just like my comrades say, Dr. Orande Brewster, Central Leeward, Kizal Peters, West Kingston, my comrade Marvin from Central Kingston, we have a plan to move St. Vincent and the Grenadines forward. And comrades, I am going to give you 6 specific areas that I wish to focus on in South Leeward. Not if you elect me, but when you elect me as your next representative for South Leeward. Comrades, I have sat, I have spoken with you, and I have listened to you. And many of you speak about the need for roads here in South Leeward. And the guy who is the representative, that's all he speaks about in the parliament. from day one for the last 15 years, this road or that road. But he has not told us what's the benefit or how that road is tied into your development. Comrade, under my watch in the next 5 years, we are going to have a comprehensive program of road development, development of the drainage, and development of all of the infrastructure surrounding roads. And why is that important, comrades? Because the roads are a pathway to your homes. The roads are a pathway to businesses. The roads are a pathway to economic development when it provides opportunity for us to focus on the tourism product here in South Leeward and across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Comrades, this is an agricultural community, and the roads would allow you better access to your farms, allow you to take the produce out in a timely manner. But more importantly, comrades, one of the things that constructing new roads is going to afford us is an opportunity to open up new lands. And I know many of you are concerned about getting land, getting a piece of this rock, and building and having your own castle. And open up those roads is going to provide such an opportunity. So we are going to have a comprehensive plan for the development of the road network here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
So I'm giving you the best of me. I'm giving you the best of me.
And more specifically, here in this constituency of South Leeward. Comrades, Dr. Orandi Brewster is here, and he is the Minister for Housing. And over the next 5 years, I want to join him and join the Unity Labour Party team in also having a comprehensive program of building houses, of repairing houses, of rehabilitating houses for all of the residents here in South Leeward. Comrades, we are doing good work in the housing sector. And comrades, I know some of you will say, but my house not finished yet, but my repair is not finished yet. And sometimes you grumble and say, well, come the election, I'm not going to vote because my house not finished. But comrades, we have been working hard. And if you look from the bridge in Camden Park down to Sandals, throughout the length and breadth of South Leeward, you could see houses being built, you could see houses being repaired, you could see houses being rehabilitated. Every single day, we are working on housing in South Leeward and across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Comrades, even if your house is not yet finished, we have a clear plan to continue our work in housing in South Leeward and in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Comrades, clear your minds and recognize that only one political party in St. Vincent and the Grenadines has built houses for people, and that is the Unity Labour Party.
Me say we shall rise up, see the light once again, rise again.
Comrades, not only are we building houses, but if you built your house and you built it as part of an informal settlement, a squatter settlement, this government has a policy where it says we are going to give you title to your land so you could take that title to a bank, to a financial institution, and help yourself even further. Comrades, I give you the assurance that policy will continue. We will help the people in Willan Hill who do not have titles to their property. We will help the people in Camden Park who do not have titles to their property. And all throughout the length and breadth of South Leeward, I give you the assurance, comrade, over the next 5 years, anyone who does not have a title to their property in South Leeward, the Unity Labour Party will be working to get your title to that property.
Solid as a rock, solid as a.
Comrades, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is a small place. We are a tiny island. Not everybody is going to be able to get their individual piece of the rock with their backyards and their front yards. But one of the things that we are going to do, and we are starting in Central Leeward and Peters Hope, is that we are going to build condominiums. So even if you cannot get an individual piece, as a young professional, as a hard-working person, we are going to give you access to housing through the condominium development. And we have already drafted the law to make that possible. And early in the next time, we are going to Parliament with that piece of law to make it possible for you to own one of those properties.
Where there's a will, there's a way. The only way that may seem it right unto you dismay.
Comrades, I went up in Peniston number 8 to visit a property. And this is the type of government we have. This is the type of leadership we have. When I visited that property, the owner of the property pulled out their cell phones and they started making a recording and said, Grenville Williams come to take back material from them. Let me tell you, comrades, that person is a professed NDP supporter. But under this government, after burial, we fix their house for them. That is the kind of government we are. And comrades, let me tell you, they could call me Take Back Williams all they want. First and foremost, we fix the house to completion. And this is the policy. If material remain, we should use it to fix your neighbor house. Comrades, you can't have your house complete, your house fixed, you comfortable, no rain coming and wetting you, but you have a house next door. The child can't sleep comfortably because the bedroom getting wet. They go to the living room getting wet, and you want to keep extra material? That is an NDP mentality. That is not a ULP mentality.
God, I am a prayer for my country.
Comrades, this is a government for all Vincentians. This is a government who helps everyone. This is a government who look out for poor people. This is a government that look out for people who have needs. And when we go about the constituency, we don't ask who you support. We ask, do you have a need? And if you have a need, this government help you. And that's the type of representation you need here in South Leeward.
Love me, love me. Whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Comrades, and yes, if you have extra, you might go and sell it. But why should you sell it when your neighbor is in need? Comrades, that's not happening under the Unity Labour Party. We will help everyone.
And I love you and treat you right.
Comrades, I want to turn to tourism. And we have some beautiful natural resources that we can utilize and maximize for tourism. But the Vermont Nature Trail, when you walk up there as a visitor, as a tourist, yes, there's a visitor center, a simple one. But, comrades, I want to transform the nature trail by putting in a visitor center. When you go in, I want you to sit down in a nice, comfortable chair. And you hear the birds chirping. You hear the songs of the parrots. You feel as if dew coming down on you. And you have not even yet entered the nature trail.
I love you, St. Vincent. Me sweet little island, St. Vincent.
Comrades, And when you exit in the trail, right now, you leave your footsteps behind. You leave your footprints behind. And maybe you take some memories with you, whether in your head or on your camera. But comrade, not a single t-shirt you leave with that shows the nature trail or the Vermont Valley. Not a single shirt you leave with that shows this valley. Not a single mug you leave with that shows this valley. Not a single keychain you leave with that shows this valley. Comrade, that is the type of center I want to put up there. So when we have visitors, they could spend some of their money and we could employ people and they could leave with memories. Comrades, I want to do something similar up in Table Rock as well. And my comrade Brewster and I, we share sandals at this minute. But soon he getting plenty. He getting a 500-room Sandals Beaches for himself. He getting a Marriott for himself. But comrades, we have one of the most beautiful beaches on the mainland in Kittels, on what the young people call Miami Beach. And comrades, I want to give my brother a little competition. I'm not jealous of him because people from South Leeward work in Sandals. People from Central Leeward work in Sandals. People from North Leeward work in there too. And in all the hotels, we'll be employing people from South Leeward. But on that beautiful beach, I want to see us construct a beautiful hotel on Kittels, Miami Beach as well. Comrades, some of you will be aware that the casino facility is under construction. I want to see us reopen and expand the casino facilities just down the road here from us, creating more employment and more opportunities for people here in the valley, people in South Leeward, and people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I can give you more now.
Tonight, yes, I am giving you a comprehensive plan because no one will come and no one will leave. And those listening online, no one will say that Grenville Williams does not have a plan for South Leeward, that Unity Labour Party does not have a plan for South Leeward, and that the Unity Labour Party lacks vision. We leave that for the other people. We leave that for them. Comrades, all of these hotels will require workers. But we want you to do the job at a professional level. We want you to do the job at a very competent level. So again, here in South Leeward, I would like us to construct a purpose-built hotel training facility so we could train all the workers here in South Leeward to go and work in all of those hotels.
I'm searching for a better way. I'm searching for a better day.
Comrades, South Leeward is one of the largest constituencies in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It is large in terms of its geographic size. It is also large in terms of its population. But right now, if you're in the industrial estate in Camden Park and you need to utilize an ATM, you have to go back into town. You have to go into West Kingston, or you have to come down here by Graves in Pembroke. Comrades, it is time for us to decentralize services in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Almost every month, about 300 vehicles coming into St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And on mornings, when you go in, you have congestion all the way from Gibson Corner now, down to Hospital Corner. In South Leeward, we could have those services, ATMs, other banking facilities, so nobody has to leave South Leeward, and people could come from Central Leeward and North Leeward and use those services right here in South Leeward. Providing additional opportunities for employment, additional opportunities for businesses to grow and expand right here in South Leeward. And we need some government services too, here in South Leeward. Yes, we are moving into the digital age, where soon you won't have to go to the revenue office to get your license and other documents. But if you have to, why can't we do it right here in South Leeward? So I want some of those government offices, some of those government services to be right here in South Leeward. And parents, when it's time to purchase uniform for your children, when it's time to purchase books, and the government help you too, because we have a book loan scheme. But if you have to purchase books, if you have to purchase uniforms, if you ladies need to buy a pretty dress, if the gentlemen need to buy some clothes to accompany you, we all have to go into Kingston. Comrades, we should have that right here in South Leeward. And I make a pledge to you, and I promise to you, that when you elect Grenville Williams on November 27th, and over the next 5 years, we will build out a shopping complex here in South Leeward, so you could access all those things right here in South Leeward.
I never let go. God will never let me down.
Comrades, there are many other services that we could bring to South Leeward. Graves has a small pharmacy, but where is the pharmacy in South Leeward? We don't have one. Again, you have to run into Kingston or elsewhere. Those services we are going to bring right here to South Leeward under the stewardship and under the watch as Grenville Williams, an active representative for the people of South Leeward.
Dreams of brighter days. Giving thanks, giving thanks, giving thanks.
And the young people, I have listened to you. I have heard you. You want better sporting facilities here in South Leeward. You've said you want the Camden Park playing field to be lit, to be lighted. You want the whole playing field to also have lights. Comrades, recently we had the finals in Park for the football. And that finals was held under the floodlights. We did the same thing down in Hope. And therefore, we have given you a taste of what is to come. Because again, we will be working to ensure that those facilities are lit and available to you at nights.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Oh. Clear your mind.
We have several netball courts across South Leeward. And we've already started work on the netball court in Camden Park and on the one at Hope. We are doing work now to upgrade them, to refurbish them. But again, under my watch, these courts right across South Leeward will receive attention. So you could go and play your netball. The school could go and play their netball and utilize those facilities in good condition and increase your skills and your competencies in these sports, making you more marketable in St. Vincent and around the world. And comrades, the Football Federation, I know they have a plan to bring the home of football to South Leeward. Again, I am going to sit with the Football Federation and encourage them to make sure that facility is constructed in South Leeward, providing even greater opportunities for the youths, the young people, the sports personalities, and all of us here in South Leeward. A comprehensive plan for sports and for the young people. And comrades, some of you will complain that the facilities are locked up. You can't get access when you want. Under my stewardship, under my watch, I want you, the people of South Leeward, to take responsibility for these facilities. I want you, the people of South Leeward, to manage these facilities. I want you, the people of South Leeward, to work with me to make sure we have activities, we have competition in these facilities on a regular basis and we justify the investment in all of these facilities.
Simplicity we used to survive. Men who find it difficult because they ignorance and now. Simplicity we used to survive the world.
And for the people of Clare Valley, yes, we have spoken and are going to agriculture and fishing now. We have long spoken of a fisheries complex in Clare Valley. It is time for the people of Clare Valley to get that complex. And when you vote on the 27th of November, overwhelmingly for the Unity Labour Party, again, I give you my assurance that we will work on that fishing complex. But comrades, I don't just want a simple fishing complex. I want when the men return from a long day or long week at sea, that complex is of such quality and of such design that they could come and they could relax and they could have a nice cold high room bay in a facility that is top class.
Never lost my way.
And hold on, comrades. I don't want to end the complex there. I want to put upstairs of that complex a top-class restaurant. So you could take the fish straight from the sea, straight from the boat, and have it prepared. You could take the lobster straight from the fishermen and prepare it in that hotel, in that restaurant, right upstairs the fishing complex. And we could have the tourists come into Clare Valley and enjoy that restaurant, enjoy that facility, and we make more money for the fishermen. We make more money for all the people in Clare Valley.
I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song.
And in South Leeward, at that same fishing complex, I don't just want us to take the fish and put it on ice. I don't just want us to take the fish and to put it in the restaurant and serve it. We should also add some value. So we also want a canning facility. So when you catch the fish, you could also can the fish right there at that fishing complex and market it in the supermarkets, market it in the region, and market it internationally, providing greater opportunities for the fisher folks and all the folks in these communities in South Leeward. For you, the farmers in Vermont, I have also listened to you. And I know one of your concerns is the pricing for your commodities, especially Edos. One day is $100, and the very next day is $300. And the day after that, it goes down back to $100. I have heard you say that you want some consistency in the price. I can't guarantee you $300, but I know, working with the Ministry of Agriculture, we will put some programs in place to ensure that there is some consistency in the price for your Edos, and you could feel justified in going into the farms and continue to plant and produce your Edos.
Could you give me a try? 'Cause I look in your eyes.
Comrades, and I know we will say in relation to the agricultural sector that we can't get the young people to get involved in agriculture. But I will tell you this, comrades, we will find ways because we will incorporate technology into agriculture. So no longer will your image of a farmer be someone in an overalls with dirt and a hoe coming down the mountainside. We will take technology into the farms and make it more scientific, make it more exciting for the young people, so we'll have a next generation of farmers. Comrades, I have presented you with a 6-point plan. I could go on. National security is my background. I could speak about that, but we'll have other times to talk about that. I could talk about technology and various innovations, but we'll speak about that another time. And I have mentioned briefly the educational opportunities. Comrades, I now want to turn to the person who currently representing us. And I use that word very loosely because South Leeward is not represented. South Leeward is not represented. This individual is required to go to Parliament on average 1 day out of 30 every month. And you think he's always present? You think he's always there? Listen, on the last occasion we went to Parliament, it started about 10 o'clock. He didn't arrive until 10:30, and by 11 o'clock he was gone. He made no contribution to the debate. And important bills that were being discussed to affect your future, he was missing in action as it relates to that. Is that representation?
Everyone considered him the coward of the county. He'd never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mama named him Tommy.
The tune came a little bit early, so I'm going to talk about the tune now. You hear the tune from Kenny Rogers? You hear that tune from Kenny Rogers? Listen, the other party, they have this thing going about yellow is the code. You know what Kenny Rogers associate yellow with? Being a coward. Play the tune for me, man, and talk about them. Play the tune for me and talk about them.
Something always told me they were reading Tommy wrong. He was only 10 years old when his daddy died in prison.
So when they talk about yellow and they talk about that is the code, tell them that is the code for cowardice. That is the code for people who don't stand up and represent the constituency. And nobody is going to vote for that yellow code, because that is not what we want in South Leeward. Comrades, I have been at pains to present you with a 6-point plan. And the reason why I did that, comrade, I want you to contrast the person who say they are the current representative for this constituency. When have you heard that person present a plan to South Leeward? When have you heard them present a plan? Listen, comrades, you have a responsibility on the 27th of November. You have a responsibility to yourself. You have a responsibility to your children. You have a responsibility to South Leeward. You have a responsibility to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because when a man is missing in action, guess what? We need to move him on. And further, let me talk to the plan. You know they tell you when you're exercising and you don't use your muscles, you lose them? Yes? You lose your muscles when you don't use them. It's a similar thing with the brain, you know, people. When you have a representative who refuses to use his brain in a creative way, in a disciplined fashion, in a manner to improve the constituency on the 27th of November, you have a responsibility to make sure, since he's not using his brain, he lose it and he lose the seat in South Leeward.
Satan company, them are snipers. Satan company.
Comrades, the same fashion. When you don't use your muscle, you lose them. And when you don't use your brain in a creative fashion, when you don't use your brain for the development of the constituency, you lose it. I am asking you, comrades, on the 27th of November, make sure that South Leeward vote overwhelmingly for the Unity Labour Party. Comrades, I know it is late, but we have a special period of registration for the next 14 days. It doesn't make 14, 15. It doesn't make sense you attend this rally if you are not registered to vote. And let me tell you, if you're not registered to vote and you do not go out to vote on the 27th of November, count that as a vote for the NDP, because you did not actively help your constituency to vote for a representative who is going to take charge and who is going to work hard. I'm not quite finished yet, comrades. I want to deal with the political leader of the NDP. He didn't call my name, but I will take him up on it. He said how the ULP and some of the candidates in the ULP going around and sharing out fertilizer. Hold on. He talked about the ULP candidates and how they're going about sharing out chickens. And he talked about the ULP candidates and how they share out planting. Let me tell you, I am one of those candidates who share out fertilizer. I am one of those candidates who share out chicken. I am one of those candidates who share out planting. And my only issue is I didn't have enough fertilizer, I didn't have enough chickens, and I didn't have enough plantains. But let me tell you, comrade, he could talk about Unity Labour Party candidates. You know what he's saying? That Unity Labour Party candidates are working on behalf of the people of South Leeward. We roll up our sleeves, and we get involved in the work that is being done to ensure it benefits the people of South Leeward and the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We roll up our sleeves and make sure the people understand that the Unity Labour Party, the Prime Minister, Honorable Ralph E. Gonsalves, cares about people and goes to work on behalf of people. So when he is criticizing, ask him to show us where his candidates are. What are they distributing? The last thing I want to say about the NDP, as far as I'm aware, after burial, they promised students, young people, $100,000. Only $100,000. They promised the young people they getting it. And I want the song from Rallo. I ain't gonna say it, but I want the song from Rallo. Because I could tell you, not one of those young people up to today receive a cent of that 100,000. And if you can't deliver $100,000 for the people, what you going to deliver for them?
Where is the thing you promised where? Remember Friday, the big fat 100 grand you promised where? Hey Friday, where is the thing you promised where? Remember Friday.
And you heard Comrade Brewster said when La Soufrière erupted in 2021, nobody had to call me. No planes were flying to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I got on board the Coast Guard vessel and sailed from Barbados to St. Vincent and the Grenadines days after the eruption to go down to Camden Park to make sure I roll up my sleeve and help the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Comrades, that is the type of candidate you want in South Leeward. Not somebody who is missing in action. Not somebody who you can't find when you're in need. South Leeward need a candidate who will roll up the sleeves and get to work with the people. And that is the candidate you will get in Grenville Williams. So on November 27, when the votes are counted, let us turn South Leeward red. Let us turn South Leeward ULP. Let us turn South Leeward red. Let us turn South Leeward ULP. Let us vote for the future of our children, our future, the future of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Good night and thank you, comrades.
Let it be, let it be, now let it be. Whisper words of love, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer.
Oh yes.
Let it be.
Let it be, let it be.
For though they may be parted, there is
be, let it be. Let the answer.
Let it be, let it be,
let it be, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. Grenville is the answer. Comrades, you heard your future representative, Comrade Grenville Williams, on the 27th of November. Early in the morning, find yourself at your various polling stations in South Leeward and vote for Grenville Williams, the candidate that is representing the Unity Labour Party, and make him your representative. There's a young lady here from South Leeward, Ronisha Francis. She is the representative for the constituency of South Leeward in Miss Unity Youths. Please, will you welcome her? Look your own. Come, Ronisha. Lovely young lady. Lovely young lady.
I get wings to fly. Oh, I'm alive. Yeah.
Good night, South Leeward. How we feeling? Okay. I am Ronisha Francis, your contestant number 8 in this year's Miss Unity Youth Pageant 2025. And I am inviting each and every one of you to come out on show night. Show up, show out, and represent. Because come November 27th, we will be winning with William. I thank you.
Marlon, make sure you get a shot.
I'm alive.
South Leeward, pleasant night. Now it's almost 11:30. I want to thank you for your participation. I want to thank you for coming out here in your numbers. I want to thank you for being part and parcel of this process of democracy. And I thank you for listening attentively to all the speakers, to the political leader and prime minister, and to your candidate for the constituency of South Leeward and Grenville Williams. I want to urge you, make sure that you are registered. Make sure that your name is on the voters list, so that on the morning in question of the 27th, that you could go out and vote for Grenville Williams of the Unity Labour Party. I want to thank you very much. God bless you, and may the saving grace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, may the love of God and the fellowship and the sweet communion of the Holy Spirit bless and guide, and I hope that it remains with us all And I wish you safe passage to your various homes. God bless us. Amen.
Just like in the holidays, top off the pagan head and let it roll away. Listen to what I got to say. Praise the King every day. Come back, we go mash them down and loose. All them are rinse and a brown. Stumbling blocks will have to move. Come, we go mash them down, can't lose. Oh, deal with them rust because of who them come approve me. I mash them down and loose. All them are rinse and a brown. Stumbling blocks will have to move. Come, we go mash them down and loose. Can't you come and mash them down and loose. Listen up, listen.
Bling. DJ Bling. Bling, bling. Yeah, the tune gonna come. Bling. Where are you? Eminem. Where Bling is? He gone? Oh, I just calling to make sure that you're here to help me to get home. I'm just making sure you're here to help me to get home. Blessings, comrades. Come with it, Eminem.
Me in a reggae party, me the inna the corner. Me have a drink inna me left and me right and have a spliff of marijuana. And when the bassline drop inna the rhythm, I feel wine up and a dance. Me just a wine to the rhythm and later you know what coming after. I tell you what, I don't know about you, but I can only live my life one way. All I wanna do every day is I just wanna smoke, drink, and love my girl to some reggae. I call her on the phone, tell her I'm coming up, so get ready. Yeah. I got some weed and a bottle of booze. All I wanna do is smoke, drink, and love my girl to some reggae.
Don't you know your love is so deep, and I'm wanting you, girl, missing you, wanting you, girl. Don't you know your love is one of a kind, and I'm wanting you, girl, missing you, wanting you, girl.
No, no.